Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Power of Chaos, Joey the Passion. I really do appreciate you being here for the journey, and it has been a journey. I do realize that in the last two episodes, I forgot to show the card list and our actual progress that we are making, so let's take a look at that real quick. We have 72 out of the 350 cards required for 20.5%. Let's just jump right into a match duel. I was correct in my assumption from the last video too that we were going to level up as we have been on quite a little bit of roll. 6 stars now, so definitely going to get a little bit harder. But let's see what Mr. Wheeler has in store for us today. Alright, we're going first, which is what I would have picked anyway. I am starting to like our deck a little bit more. There are still some things that, like Shadow of Eyes and some other monsters that aren't really the best, but we are getting there. So we did get Shadow of the Eyes, a trap card, which allows when your opponent sets a monster card in face-down defense position, change it to face-up attack position. If the monster card has a flip effect, it is not activated. It's an okay card. We have a really good other trap card though, Magic Cylinders. Negate the attack of one of your opponent's monsters and inflict direct damage equal to the attacking monster's attack to your opponent's life points. We got Geeko the Ghost Destroyer, a 4-star monster with 1800 attack and 700 defense, with the effect of each time this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent's life points, you can remove up to 2 cards in your opponent's graveyard from play. In addition, as long as this card remains face up on the field, your opponent cannot remove any cards in either graveyard from play. We got the Witch of the Black Forest, that 4-star monster with 1100 attack and 1200 defense. When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, move one monster with defense of 1500 or less from your deck to your hand. Your deck is then shuffled. And we got 2 normal monsters, the Axe Raider, 1700 attack, 1150 defense. And Island Turtle, really good defensive monster, 4-star monster, 1100 attack and 2000 defense. So let's start with Island Turtle in defense mode, since it is our highest attack or defense monster regardless. And I'm going to put Shadow of Eyes down. It's kind of more of as a bluff. If he wants to destroy something, he can destroy that. I won't be too mad to see that go. All right. Tribute to the Dunes. Well, we're going to take some life point damage here.
I'll just go along and set this card here. Let me give you a little hint. Better be careful, because this card's a trap.
I think he's playing some sort of zombie deck, it looks like. It's a new star system for us, so I'm not entirely sure, but he did play a card face down. He did play the Gross Ghost of Fled Dreams, or Field, as I commonly, unmistakably say. 4-star monster, 1300 attack, 800 defense. He used one of my all-time favorite cards against us, Tribute to the Doomed. Discard 1 card from your hand to the graveyard to destroy 1 monster card on the field regardless of position. And he discarded this Doka Yaboika, 3-star monster, 1000 attack, 400 defense, so pretty weak monster. And he did play a card face down. We just drew the Blast Sphere, really good card, 4-star monster with 1400 attack and 1400 defense, with the effect of when your opponent attacks this monster in face down defense position, this card is treated as an equipped card and is used to equip the attacking monster. Damage is not calculated. The equipped monster and this card are destroyed during your opponent's next standby phase. Your opponent then receives direct damage equal to the equipped monster's attack. So let's try to get rid of this Gross Ghost of Fled Dreams. I am going to summon the Axe Raider. Hope that whatever he has behind him can't impede us from getting rid of that card. And we will attack the Gross Ghost. Okay, that's good. We did get rid of it. He's at 7,600 life points, and we are at 6,700. I'll turn it over to him. Let's see what Mr. Wheeler does here. Just a monster in defense position. Okay. We just drew a new card that we had just won recently, the Dimensional Warrior. Love this card. 4-star monster with 1200 attack, 1000 defense, but a really good effect. When this card attacks or is attacked, both this card and the opposing monster are removed from play and cannot return during the current duel. So if he does get something on the field that's super high powered, we can use this to take care of it. We will take a life point loss, but it is worth it to get rid of that resource. Alright, we're going to summon Geeko now. And I will try to use the Axe Raider to destroy this so that I can use Kiko to attack him directly and get rid of whatever he has in his graveyard. That was a red boon maybe. A 3-star monster with 700 attack, 1000 defense, with the effect of a monster destroyed by this card can be special summoned and face up attack or defense position at the end of your battle phase to your side of the field. So it's a weak monster, but if you were to power it up, I could see some benefits to that. But this does still look like some kind of zombie or dark deck. We will use Kiko the Ghost Destroyer to attack him directly. And we can use now Kiko's effect to remove 2 cards. We'll definitely get rid of that Gross Ghost, and we'll get rid of the Red Moon Baby too. So they are banished. Don't have to worry about them coming back unless he's got some kind of card to bring them back, which I doubt. Alright, he did play a monster in defense mode. Let's just use Shadow of Eyes right now just to see what the heck this is. We can just figure it out. Alright, it's a Giant Germ. We've seen this card before in his life points maintain deck in the early stages of the game. 2-star monster with 1000 attack, 100 defense. When this card is sent to the graveyard or result of battle, inflict 500 points of direct damage to your opponent's life points. You can also take cards of the same name from your deck and special summon them to the field and face up attack position. The deck is then shuffled. So we are going to take 1500 life points probably, because he probably does have at least 2 more in his deck, and he's going to be able to special summon 2 more, but it's fine. We just drew Diligent Duel. Love this magic card. It's been used against us many a times, but I'm glad we have one ourselves. Pay 1000 life points, randomly select and discard 1 card from your opponent's hand. Your opponent then selects and discards another card from his or her hand. So let's use it because he's got 2 cards. So we'll pay that 1000 life points, bringing us down to 5700, and we'll get rid of both of these cards in his hand. Alright, not too sad to see that go. At least we got rid of the Harpy's Feather Duster, so that would have destroyed all your opponent's spell and trap cards on the field, or ours in this case. And the Headless Knight, 4-star monster with 1450 attack, 1700 defense. It's a card that we have in our deck as well. I will summon Witch of the Black Forest now into attack mode. Don't want to put the Dimension Soldier out there and use its effect. And I don't want to use Blast Sphere's effect too, so we'll use Witch of the Black Forest to get rid of this Giant Germ. We are going to take 500 points of life point damage, and he'll probably get 2 more on the field, I imagine. There's 1. There's 2. But we do have resources to kill them, so not a big deal. We will just keep taking that 500 points of damage, but we get rid of these resources for him. So let's remove 2 monsters from the field from play. We'll take the Headless Knight and 1 of the Giant Germs. It's what I would have removed anyway. There's another 500 indirect damage to us, and Axe Raider to take care of this other one. Alright, even Steven across the board at 4,200 life points per person, but he's got 0 cards. Whatever he draws here has to be something super, super good. I don't even know what he would need to draw to save himself, but put some monster in defense mode. Okay, we just drew our own Tribute to the Doomed, so again, you can discard 1 card from your hand to the graveyard to destroy 1 monster on the field regardless of its position. Let's put the magical cylinders down. I am going to summon the Dimension Warrior. I feel like this game is coming to a close. We don't really need to use its effect, so we might as well do that. I'll use the Axe Raider to destroy whatever this is, hopefully. Another Diokabana, super weak monster. We'll use Kiko, the Ghost Destroyer, to attack him directly so we can remove 2 more monsters from the field, from the graveyard from play. Even though it doesn't really matter, we'll just take the 2 Giant Germs. Okay.
Not too shabby, but you ain't gonna beat me with those lame attacks.
So I very well could have won this turn if I would have done either summoned Blast Sphere instead of Dimension Warrior or used Tribute to the Doom, but I didn't know what that face down monster was, and I didn't really want to play with anything, so it's fine. I don't see how he's going to win really anyway. Mystical Space Typhoon, fine. Get rid of my magical cylinders. So that destroys 1 spell or trap card on the field. Okay, Headless Knight, 14, like we said, 1450 attack, 1700 defense with the 4-star monster. He is going to get rid of our Witch of the Black Forest, but it does not really matter. We got to win this. We'll just take Goblin Attack Force. Why not? All right. And no need to really go through any of the cards that we just drew or anything like that, because this will be a win. So pretty decisive win there. I'm not really sure what the strategy of this deck is that he's playing, because the monsters are pretty weak. So there's got to be something, though, that we're missing. But anyway, we're going first now. Hopefully we can get another easy win and get some good cards. Okay, we got that Blast Sphere again. 4-star monster, 1400 attack, 1400 defense. When your opponent attacks this monster in face-down defense position, this card is treated as an equip card and is used to equip the attacking monster. Damage is not calculated. The equipped monster and this card are destroyed during your opponent's next standby phase. Your opponent then receives direct damage equal to the equipped monster's attack. We got Kiko again, so 4-star monster, 1800 attack, 700 defense. Each time this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent's life points, you can remove up to 2 cards in your opponent's graveyard from play. In addition, as long as this card remains face up on the field, your opponent cannot remove any cards in either graveyard from play. Tribute to the Doomed again, so discard 1 card from your hand to the graveyard to destroy 1 monster on the field regardless of position. As I've said before, one of my favorite all-time cards because it helped me win a tournament. We got Sagan, 3-star monster with a 1000 attack, 600 defense, with the effect of when this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, move 1 monster with an attack of 1500 or less from your deck to your hand. Your deck is then shuffled. And we got 2 normal monsters. The Island Turtle, 4-star monster, 1100 attack, 2000 defense. Very good defensive monster. And we got our Empress Mantis, 6-star monster with 2200 attack, 1400 defense. It's not really that good of a tribute monster, but it's the best that we have currently. Do want to upgrade our tribute monsters, so hopefully we do win one today. I'm just going to start off with Island Turtle in defense mode. It is our highest attack or defense monster regardless. And let's just end it there. Hopefully he can't break through 2000 defense. He's summoning his own Witch of the Black Forest and going on the attack. That's that 4-star monster with 1100 attack, 1200 defense, with the effect of when this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, move 1 monster with a defense of 1500 or less from your deck to your hand. Your deck is then shuffled. He did play 2 cards face down as well. We got another Tribute to the Doomed. Let's summon Kiko the Ghost Destroyer now. He didn't activate one of those cards, so I'm curious what they are. I'm going to use Kiko to attack his Witch. Still not activating either one. He is going to get to bring something to his hand, though, so I'm curious what he's going to bring. The Earl of Demise. It's a 5-star monster with 2000 attack, 700 defense, so he does need to tribute for that monster, and he doesn't have anything to tribute, so I'm curious what the strategy is here for him. That's really a weak tribute monster too, so I'm not really sure what the plan is. There's the... Okay, so he's gonna take my Island Turtle and sacrifice it. That makes sense. So select and control 1 monster regardless of position of the field until the end of your turn. So he did sacrifice that to get the Earl of Demise on the field. So we are going to lose Kiko the Ghost Destroyer, but I have resources to get rid of this Earl of Demise, so I'm not too worried right now. Actually, we could use one of these as a new strategy. So we got our Dimension Warrior, 4-star monster, 1200 attack, 1000 defense. When this card attacks or is attacked, both this card and the opposing monster are removed from play and cannot return during the current duel. Let's show why I want this card in my deck. So I am going to lose life points here by using the Dimension Warrior to attack the Earl of Demise, but he's going to also lose his monster. So I don't really see a problem with this. So yeah, okay, fine. I take the 800 hit. I'm down to 7,000, but there goes Dimension Warrior. There goes the Earl Demise, and we're fine. So I am leaving myself open for an attack this upcoming turn as well, but it's fine. I have life points to burn. Okay, Call the Haunted. He's taking back his Witch of the Black Forest. We've seen Call the Haunted many a time, so I will take that 1100 damage. Select 1 monster from your graveyard and special summon it in face-up attack position. When this card is destroyed or removed from the field, the summoned monster is destroyed. If the summoned monster is destroyed, this card is also destroyed. We got the Morphing Jar number 2, 3-star monster with 800 attack, 700 defense with a really good flip defensive effect here. Return all monster cards on the field to their respective decks and shuffle them. You and your opponent then pick up cards until you both have the same number of monster cards, level 4 or lower, that will return to each deck. Special summon the monster on the field in face-down defense position. Any other cards picked up are discarded to the graveyard. So, how do I want to play this? I want to use a Tribute to the Doomed. Not really. Alright, I'm going to summon Sagan. in attack mode. I know it's weaker than Witch of the Black Forest, so let's just see what this other card is. Okay, Earthbound Spirit. 4-star monster, 500 attack, 2000 defense. So that is a very good monster. We are now going to just put a Tribute to the Doom down as a bluff. I do have to make some big plays this upcoming turn, though, because I am getting a little low in life points, especially after this upcoming turn. But that's fine. Skull Mariner, 4-star monster, 1600 attack, 900 defense. So I will lose Sagan here, but I will be able to bring something to my hand. What do I want to bring to my hand? I do want to get rid of that Earthbound Spirit. Do I want an Island Turtle and just play defensive? Nah, I'm going to go on the attack next turn. So I'm going to take Gamma the Magnet Warrior. It's a 4-star monster with 1500 attack, 1800 defense. It's highest attack monster that we could get from there. I want to get rid of that Earthbound Spirit. Even though Skull Mariner has a higher attack than me, I can get rid of the Skull Mariner with a Tribute to the Dooms. So we can do that. I'm at 2700 life points though now, so I do need to start playing a little bit more strategic. And we got an Island Turtle anyway, so that doesn't matter. Alright, I am going to use one of these Tribute to the Dooms. And I will discard the Empress Mantis to get rid of this Skull Mariner. I'm going to summon Gamma the Magnet Warrior in attack mode. And I will use Gamma to get rid of this Earthbound Spirit, because I don't want it to go back into defense position. So we have 2,700 life points. He has 5,400. I am worried what he's going to put in his hand once I destroy the Witch of the Black Forest, but nothing I can do about that right now. Okay, another monster face down for him. Another card face down, too. Okay, we drew the Torrential Tribute. That's a very good trap card. You can activate this card when a monster is summoned, including flip summon and special summon, destroy all monsters on the field. Let's throw that down. I am going to put the Island Turtle in defense mode, and I'll try to use Gamma to attack whatever this face-down card is. I don't want him to take the Witch of the Black Forest and use its effect to get something in his hand better right now. It was an Earthbound Spirit, so we can't destroy that, and I do lose life points, but it is what it is. Okay, Dust Tornado. Destroy one spell or trap card on your opponent's side of the field. You can then set one spell or trap card from your hand. The card can only be activated if it's a quick spell, so we did get rid of our Torrential Tribute. Fine. Go ahead. That's fine. Portrait Secret, 4-star monster with 1200 attack and 1500 defense, so nothing to worry about there. Okay, we just drew a Flame Service, so that's a 6-star monster, meaning 1 tribute, with 2100 attack, 1800 defense. I probably should just tribute, get rid of that Earthbound Spirit, right? Yeah, because what's the Island Turtle really? I could take the Sacrifice with the Island Turtle. That might be worth it, actually. Yeah, I think I'm just going to take the Sacrifice with the Island Turtle. So I'm going to throw Blast Sphere down now in defense mode. I'll put the Island Turtle in attack mode. I am curious what he's going to bring to his hand. And we'll use the Island Turtle to attack his Witch of the Black Forest. Sacrifice the Island Turtle for Witch of the Black Forest. I don't want to see what he's going to grab as a result. Another Earl of Demise. Okay, that's what I thought he was going to do, which is fine. I'm not worried about that because I do have the Blast Sphere. So once he sacrifices it, I can get the Blast Sphere to attach to the Earl of Demise. So we got rid of the Portrait Secret. I am sure that's probably what he's going to do. Sacrifice his Earthbound Spear, bring forth the Earl of Demise, and then he'll attack... Well, he'll probably attack Gamma the Magnet Warrior to start.
This is the card I've been waiting for. I offer my monster as a tribute.
Okay, fine. We'll lose the Gamma. Fine. Alright, we're at 1,700 life points. He's at 4,200, so I do have to figure some stuff out. He is playing another card face down. Ah, we got the Gemini Elf. Dang, I don't really want to have to put that on the field, because he will just destroy it. Could use the Morphing Jar number 2 strategy, too. Yeah, okay, let's go Morphing Jar number 2. He's either going to attack the Blast Sphere or he's going to attack the Earl of Demise. Either one, it works as a defensive mechanism here. There's that red moon baby again. 3-star monster with 700 attack, 1000 defense. So there we go. Earl of Demise is attached. So I don't want to flip my Morphing Jar now for sure. So it's a 3-star monster with 700 attack, 1000 defense with the effect of a monster destroyed. This card can be special summoned in face-up attack or defense position at the end of your battle phase on your side of the field. We did just draw the Magic Jammer. It's that counter trap card. Discard 1 card from your hand to the graveyard to negate the activation of a spell card and destroy it. We'll set that down. Let's bring forth the Gemini Elf. I'm not going to flip... Oh. Chain Destruction. Alright, I'm going to lose my other Gemini Elf, but we've seen this card before. We had it in the very beginning. I don't like this card, but you can activate this card when a monster with an attack of 2,000 points or less is summoned, including special summon. This monster is not destroyed, but all monster cards of the same name in the summoning player's hand and deck are destroyed. The summoning player's deck is then shuffled. So we'll use the Gemini Elf to attack the Red Moon Baby. And he's going to lose 2,000 life points next turn because of Blast Sphere. So we'll end our turn. Don't want Morphing Jar to be flipped because we want to take that 2,000 from him right now. There you go. Thank you, Blast Sphere. There's the 2,000.
Not too shit, but you ain't gonna beat me with those lame attacks.
So he's got 1,000. I got 1,700.
What? Can't be.
Okay, Morphing Jar is going to activate. Good. Get rid of some magic and trap cards for him. Giant Germ on the field. Oof. We lost Call of the Haunted, though. Axe Raider. That's fine. Okay, I think we can just win it here. I am curious what he got rid of. So... Spiritualism. Return 1 spell or trap card on your opponent's side of the field to his or her hand. The card's activation and effect cannot be negated by any other card. And he got rid of the Skull Dice too. Roll 1 6-sided dice. The result is multiplied by 100 points and is subtracted from the attack and defense of all monsters in your opponent's control until the end of your turn. Monsters summoned after this card activation are excluded. And we had to get rid of a Call of the Haunted too, which we already saw him use. So I can just win this now. We'll use Change of Heart. And we'll take control of his Giant Germ. We'll sacrifice the Giant Germ for our Flame Cerberus. We can even throw Axe Raider in attack mode just in case. And we'll use the Flame Cerberus to attack and destroy his life points directly. And there we go. So that duel wasn't dicey by any means. I just think I let things go longer than they should have. Maybe not playing the best, but I didn't feel worried because we had so many resources. And that's another win for us. Let's see what cards we won here. All right, new cards all around. Well, let's go take a look at them and see if any of them should enter our deck. All right. We got DNA Surgery. It is a continuous trap card. Select one type of monster. As long as this card remains on the field, all face-up monster cards will be treated as the type you selected. Okay, I can see some benefits there, but not for what we currently have. We also won Shield and Sword. For 1 turn, each face-up monster's original attack becomes their original defense and vice versa. Any additions and subtractions to attack and defense due to card effects are applied to the new attack and defense. So we could switch attack and defense. I mean, I could see some benefits with like Island Turtle there, but anything else? Not really. That'd be a loss for us. So interesting card, but not something I think we need to deal with. And we got Spirit of Flames. 4-star monster with 1,700 attack, 1,000 defense. This card can only be special summoned by removing 1 fire monster in your graveyard from play. Increase the attack of this monster by 300 points during your battle phase. So it basically becomes a 2,000 attack monster. But you can only special summon it by fire, huh? Do we have, I think the only fire we have, oh no, we have two. We got two-headed fire dragon and flame service, but they're both tribute fire monsters, so I don't really know how we get the Spirit of the Flames on the field. So I'm going to say pass on all those. Deck remains the same, but we did add to our card list. So we are at 75 out of 350 cards now for 21.4%. Anyway, I do really appreciate you guys being here for the journey, as I always say. If you would consider liking, subscribing, commenting on this video, it would help the channel. You don't have to, but I would appreciate it. And until the next one, later.